Okay, I think we've done it. Fantastic. A bit of a late rush start to get in here this evening. I've come straight from work. But it seems that everything is working a-okay, which is fantastic. Yeah, we've got the delay on. We're good to rock and roll. Let's just pop on some music. But we're ready. Let's see. Oh my god, they're just waiting for us. We're causing the delay. Ooh. It's fine. We can wait a couple of minutes. See, we didn't even have like the whole... Let's see. We didn't even have like the whole countdown. We went straight into it. So atypical for me. Okay, great. We're rocking and rolling. Rolling Swarm 2 versus 2 following Team WWGT on the beginning of their campaign in the Elite League tournament. They're playing This Is Orange. We're ready. Ready to go. Fantastic stuff. And we're using the new Elgato Stream Deck. And the hotkeys are so much easier. Yes. Okay. Interesting moves here. It's Grumbly and Tempo Ramp from WinterWar. E50M. And an Object 140. They're playing against an AMX 50B and a Batchat 25T. Very interesting moves here indeed. Let's get the camera elevated. And Grumbly has already taken a hit on the cross. That one came in from Borussia in the Batchat 25T. Borussia experienced from the last round. We've got some FPS issues on the game at the moment, which is rather frustrating. But we can still see the action. Grumbly is taking a beatering. The French Clippers getting struck into the E50M there. And potentially, if Borussia, he doesn't go for the reload, they need to finish off the Batchat before the 50B gets in. And if Tempo Rampy can get round, if he and the 140 can take down Borussia, he's so close. Borussia has almost escaped. And it looks like Grumbly's about to get finished off by Borussia. Now Tempo needs to, he doesn't connect, that's critical. And the AMX 50B gets in there with the track. Absolutely phenomenal. Borussia's got two in. He's about to bite one. No, well dodged. Oh, the French clipping tanks here. What a fantastic combination of 50B and Batchat. Borussia's giving Tempo a run round the A-cap. Oh dear. Many problems being had all round. Not least of all by my laptop, which is struggling. Frame rates. I have no idea. Oh, and now Tempo's in trouble. He's about to take another one. Oh. F6 and the 50B's got two in the chamber. He connects. Tempo is an average roll. And he is an easy kill there for F6. And it is a comfortable win for This Is Orange. AMX 50B. Batchat 25T. Fantastic moves by those guys. Now let's see. What we're going to do is we're going to try and... Let's see, did that fix the frame rate issues? Not sure, but you can see here, it was so crucial for the guys from WinterWar weren't able to finish off Borussia in time, and that gave This Is Orange enough time to use the Clipper DPM effectively, and that was tough, but really well paid by Borussia there to get away in the Batchat, maximizing the mobility of that tank. Now fingers crossed that we fixed the frame rate issue, although I have a sneaking suspicion that that's not the case. We're up to 50. That's 60. Okay, that's an improvement. I'll take it. I will take it. No, we're down to... We're suffering. We've got issues, but we're going to work through it anyway. Now, Grumbly and Tempo, same tank composition for them. Borussia and S6 changed up, bearing in mind it's best of 3 random map composition. So Grumbly and Tempo clearly think that these two tanks are a good combination for any map. Borussia and F6. Well, Borussia and F6 have got a... that's an interesting combination. We've seen a lot of the IS4 in previous iterations of the tournament. The 263, though, we've seen it used by the Reckitt and Wonderkind, usually in combination with an E100, never used with an IS4, so this is a bit of a unique combo. And actually, this is Orange, the red team. They've got the cap lead, they've got C, now they're going to cap off B. They don't know where, but now they do. They know where Grumbly is. The element of surprise has been lost. Borussia has taken 1 from Grumbly in the E50M. Tempo is coming wide in the 140. He's still unspotted. Borussia and F6 have got B and C. Is Tempo going to go for the pincer, or is he going to go for C? He's spotted. He's spotted S6 and Borussia. S6. Ooh, F6 deciding he doesn't want to push. Grumbly still unspotted. Borussia is going to get spotted. And now the IS4 is going to brawl Grumbly. F6 is going to move into Grumbly, I'm sure. Tempo's already flexing. The IS4 and the E50M are committed. They are engaged. Who can bring their DPM to the 4? F6 connects into the side of Tempo. Oh, Borussia misses Tempo. F6 is going to get another one into Tempo. It's a low roll, though. 399. Borussia is going down. Tempo's 2 more shots away from death at the hands of F6. F6 on the reload. I think he missed one there. Tempo needs to get round. Doesn't quite manage it. Borussia is going to finish off Tempo. It's 2-on-1. It looks like this is Orange. Will be finishing off Grumbly and going straight through 2-0 to the next round. Grumbly having to get stuck into F6, but Borussia widely hanging back, letting F6 pull Grumbly down. Grumbly in the 50M. Oh, takes a cheeky one from Borussia, looking away from the 263. He's now a one-shot. He's torn between 2 very dangerous targets. And it is F6 chasing him from the front that picks up the final kill. And it's a GG to both sides. But this is Orange. Very interesting tank choices. Dominant performance in both matches. E50M, Object 140, clearly lacking in synergy in the tanks. I don't know why we're checking there, but you can see F6, another stellar performance. Borussia in the IS4 doing a good job of holding off in the crossfire and against the push from Grumbly in the E50M. Wonderful stuff. And that is 2-0. Okay, let's get the music turned down. And we've got someone saying, look in PMs. Good lord. And HR, one of the finalists from the second edition. I mean, it's a valid question. As a native English speaker, like, how do you pronounce that player's name? I think he's back in with Anthony Tonito in the 3rd run of this tournament series. So this is a very useful question. It's okay. Not the best. I think that's a fair comment. Okay. Let's just check here. And it looks like we might actually have a couple more 2 versus 2 games. They were meant to be running in parallel this evening. But Mr. Turk from FBI, French Baguette Invasion Clan, is just hitting me up on Discord. And it seems like, okay, We've got another one in about 15 minutes. That gives us enough time for some replays. Happy days. Which is exciting. And then we've got another one at what? Whew. Another one at 9:30, so lots of time for replays. Oh my god. Okay. Well, what we can do then is we can pop a notification up on the so let's try and crack open some replays. Absolutely fantastic stuff. We're in. We've got replays. Replays for days. Well, we're trying to find our blessed email. I truly hate Gmail. Oh my god, that's so hard. Why? Why does it have to be so difficult? Okay, we're in. We've managed to bully Gmail into letting me into my alternate email account, which is the one that you guys can send replays to. Once again, that's rolling.replays@gmail.com. And all the things for sale. Good lord, everything's for sale. Oh, we've got so many crates. Let's do it. Boosters. Boosters. Ah, boosters. Boosters. Credits and boosters. And a huge container. You get one of these a week, huh? Credits and boosters. Yay. It's the highlight of my week. Alright. Tournaments. OCD approved. OCD also approved. For those of you who don't know, update 5.8 coming out tonight, I believe. And also Mad Games. Ooh. Mad Games coming in from the 15th of March for a week on a greater diversity of maps. That'll be hilarious. Fantastic. Alright. So let's just crush it. Let's see what's come our way so far. Well, first of all, what we can do is we can check in on the Good Game Club. These are the GG Patreons. and see what replays we've got in their submission section, if it decides to load any time of any side of today. No. My Discord's broken. Technology is not being my friend today. Oh yeah, we'll take the friend request though. Oh, we've got a replay from Oliver. Ooh, juicy. 121B. It's worth noting that there's an amazing camouflage out or coming out for the 121B Tier 10 Premium Chinese medium tank. This looks exciting. We should be able to fit this one in before the next one. This is Oliver from Win, who is next. Finnish esports team. Let's get crack-a-lacking, and we're in. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And let's see who's on the field with Oliver. Well, first of all, let's get rid of the all the nasty stuff. Okay, I'm not seeing any big clans on this side. There's someone else from the Gold League, though, it looks like. Not seeing any huge clans from the enemy side either. And look at that. Oh, he's just rubbing it in. This is one of the professional, this is one of the high-level tournament camouflages. God, what I'd give for this. Well, Oliver here, rocking this Chinese medium. Recipient of a couple of buffs, I think, since its release. Notably better than the Tech Tree tank. It's not like the M60 and the M48 patent, the American mediums, the M60 being the premium, the M48 being the Tech Tree, where they're pretty much the same. They're very similar. They play slightly different. I think they've got like slightly different stats, but more or less they're equal. The 121B is significantly better. I'm playing frontline, and that's danger right there. He's got a tank on his left. Oh, and this is the opposite number. That's the 121. That's the Tech Tree that we're talking about. And he is really, look at that, going toe to toe. Bounces the 121 Tech Tree. Manages to connect in through the lower glacis. Head on a swivel, not letting the PTA get behind him. Bounces off the gun, takes one through the rear. It's a wise move to pull back. Heavily outnumbered here. Sitting in traffic. Critical bounce off the side of the lip there. The traverse numbers on this thing are actually surprisingly good. In through the tracks. Slipping his way around the terrain. Decided, now that both of the other mediums on his team are down, that he is having none of that action. And look how quickly he's able to flex out. And now we've just lost the E4 from the green team as well. Greens, it's a cheeky snapshot. It doesn't connect. He is spotted. Look at this, sticking low. No, not sticking low. Lucky boy. His team have managed to bring down a couple of tanks to one-shots. Enemy Black Nova behind you. 183 down. The other 183 down. That's a happy break for the medium. But the green E100's down. He's playing loose in the spawn. Oh, he's got tanks on him. This is... I mean, I'm not sure how he salvages this, because for all intents and purposes, this is a game where he's in trouble. If you were going to bounce one, you bounce the 400 and you look to connect well. Another one using the Leopard to block the opponent 121. Another cheeky bounce in there. Slippery side armor on the 121B, it seems. And you can see the significantly better traverse numbers. I mean, he's going backwards round the Leopard PTA almost as fast as the 121 is going round it forwards. He's also pipping him on the penetration and the DPM. Good damage block so far. Ooh, just off the armor above the drive wheel there. Nuriko 2 looking for the shot, connects. Green VT saves him, but Oliver is down to 89 hit points with a busted track. And there is a very full HP Maushan that could just barrel roll into him at any moment. Looking to... oh my goodness me. I mean, we're up to 4.2k damage inflicted. Maushan not playing aggressively. How healthy is the green VT? Can't be that healthy. Very low health as well. And oh my god, there's like a 3-shot 268. Oh, the VT. If the VT is a hero, he is! He takes the 268 down to 1 shot. The 268 is going to push on the VT and get the kill. He does. He's now looking at 3 1-shots. But any one of them is capable of finishing him off. How? Which one is he going to choose to engage? Is he going to go for the snapshot? He is! Maushan down. Medium pushing. Medium finished. Yes! Kolobanov City! Pulls the shot out of the 268. Takes his time. Lines it up. Well played, Oliver. Fantastic. I mean, I have no idea how he managed that. A little bit of RNG, a lot of bit of skill. Nice. Good carry there. Great patience by the green VT. They get stuck into the side of the 268. And it seems that the 2183s, well, they went down. Happy days. Very well played by Oliver. Okay, now we're just waiting for the next ones. HR, okay. Fantastic. And it's rCevic21. And the chat says hello to you too. Okay, we're in. Fantastic. All right, wonderful stuff. Everything seems to be working. We're just now waiting. We've got a few minutes. Let's connect up with Mr. Turk. We'll try and get that room invite up and running. Ah, look at that. Amazing stuff. We've been playing around with the well, as you can see, for those of you who didn't tune in for the last video, we got a green screen, which, I mean, I'd say you could see, but the whole point is you can't see it, which is just, it's just fantastic. So that's worked very nicely indeed, which is happy days. And we've also got a stream deck, which is handy because I was noticing recently that a number of my hotkeys were conflicting with some things in game and with some things on like other programs I was running in the background, which was just a pain in the ass to manage. And the stream deck circumnavigates all of that, which is just fantastic, if we're being honest. So, we've got Lopani, our newest Easy Hero Patreon, in the house. Fantastic to see you. Nord Production, FV216, Daniel Sevic, we say hello to our chat. Shothak says hi, and then something in Russian. I can't read Russian yet. We're working on it. Amir Arena, Blue Monkey Gaming as well, asking about the Chinese WZ110. I don't know. I've not played it. I think if it's not the Tech Tree one, let's check it out. Where the hell is the Tech Tree gone? Is this how I get to the Tech Tree? No? Ah, here, okay. No, I've not played. Oh no, it's here. It is a Tech Tree tier 8. I mean, I don't think it's OP. Not that OP. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't have said so. Certainly there are better tier 8s out there, but I haven't played tier 8 properly in a long time, so I might not be the best person to ask on that front. We're just waiting for the room invite now from Mr. Turk, FBI clan. Oh, we've got a new container. Oh, lovely. Just throwing away my credits. Just happy days in the garage. There's the Twister raid, and first place. Legion's Big Game Team, second place. R2K, third place. And for those of you, you probably know this already if you're watching this channel. But here is the Twister Cup. And there's actually the mouse and the tanks, and they're boosting the grill up to get the Twister Cup. Which I think that's a nice touch by Wargaming. I like that. You know, is it possible that... You see? Mouse. I think it's an IS-7 and IS-4 and then a grill. Wonderful. That's, you know, they're working on new content for the game, but they've got time for the little things in life. You know? Like two guys up in the room having a meeting, chatting about stuff up there. All right. Miss Salty is here. Do check out her channel. Good World of Tanks Blitz streamer. She has some good replays, some good live gameplay as well. Her channel, I think, is in this channel's like featured channels list. So worth checking that out. And 501 Watt Blitz says, honestly, the enemy meds are bots. Yeah, in that last game, they were a bit suspect. I mean, I don't think you get bots at that tier, but yeah, they weren't playing very well. But I mean, a great carry by Oliver nonetheless. Let's be honest. Okay. Let's just ping. We're pinging him for the room. Ah, we're here, okay. We were waiting for the invite. I was already in the room. That is, didn't realize I was in the room. Hi. That's fair. Well, we're ready to go. We've got Wonderkind and a new teammate. Interesting. Massive from Unicums. And we've got two new players from Yellow Ants. Wonderful. Let's move the camera to one side. Fantastic stuff. And it is Pekmez49. And I want to say Pek1. I'm going to call him P3. Versus it's Pekmez and P3 versus Wonderkind and Massive. Wonderkind, a lot of experience in the 2 versus 2 format. Massive, probably been taking a lot of notes from that chap. Wonderkind, IS4, Massive, IS4. They're teeing up against another medium meta team. Pekmez in the E50M, P3 in the T62 Alpha. And it is P3 and Pekmez going for C. They're going to get the early cap. Ooh, not triggering. Nice. They're going for the Wolfpack flank. That is sneaky. It's rare. I mean, I don't think we've actually seen anything come down to... And Pekmez, the E50M has been spotted, but the 140 hasn't... No, the T62 Alpha, sorry, hasn't been spotted. I don't think we've ever seen a game come down to cap points. Or very, very few. HE doesn't manage to connect through Massive there. The spaced armor of the IS-4. Firm denial. But that one connects. P3 is taking a hit. Pekmez is spotted. He's coming around on the side of Massive. Massive doing a great job of side-scraping off this ruin here. Wonderkind and Massive don't need to push. They can hold B. But they can scent blood in the water because there's a lot of separation between the mediums. There's a hell of a lot of separation between the mediums. Good bounce off the front of Pekmez there. Massive not managing to connect. Wonderkind gets one in. P3 is flanking. This is a bold move. Pekmez is going to take 2 for his troubles. And he's been tracked. Massive is going to get another one in. It's a huge misplay from the Yellow Ants here. This is not ideal in any way, shape or form. And now there is a huge disparity in the hit point pools. Massive and Wonderkind coming around the side. They finish off Pekmez 49. And now P3K1 T62 Alpha is going to get bullied by 2 very healthy IS4s. And there is not much he can do about this at all. Except grimace and bear it. And it is going to be Wonderkind with the kill. Wonderkind Picks him off, and it is a very convincing opening bid by the more experienced Wonderkind and his new teammate Massive. And just having a look here, Massive, 50,000 battles experience, carrying near a 60% win rate. Wonderkind, disgustingly successful in random battles. And they're up against, well, P3K1, 20,000 battles, 55.64% win rate. And a similar Pekmez 49. So two very competent players on this team. But the numbers are in the favor of these guys in terms of raw skills and success rate. And it is... well, it's the Yellow Ants versus No Lives. Team No Lives. I like that. I approve. We're ready. We're waiting for them. Best of 3. Match point to No Lives. The players from Yellow Ants, P3 and Pekmez. They need to pull something out of the bag here, and they have switched up the game. WZ113s, they've got the DPM and the speed on the IS-4s, but the IS-4s have a distinct armor advantage. Will that be sufficient on the open map of Canal? 4-cap map, potentially the mobility of the 113 could be a saving grace for the Yellow Ant players. And let's see, Wonderkind and Massive making their way straight for B. Pekmez P3 will get spotted up by Massive. Nope, both spotted, everyone spotted, all tanks on the board spotted. P3, Pekmez spotted in a weak position, a very weak position indeed. They are below the IS-4s. The IS-4s have B, the IS-4s can pull back. The WZ113s won't be able to get their guns into effective firing positions from this slope. And the IS-4s will be able to use their elevation to get... Oh, Massive gets connected though. Pekmez bouncing off the front of Massive. Wonderkind. Let's see, yes. Wonderkind here. Untapped. Massive. Small bit of damage off him. P3. Lost the most health so far. Pekmez also untapped. Again. No Lives with the cap control. They have a positional advantage fighting from here. The Tingo's ESA it's saying something in the comments. We'll come back to that, the Tingo's ESA. We will come back to it. And now Yellow Ants, so in a bit of a sticky situation, and what's actually happening is not good for them, because Wonderkind and Massive are opening up a flank rather than sitting both on this side of B. Wonderkind has pulled out, and what this means is that Pekmez and P3 will be looking at different targets when they push. Pekmez hits the ground, P3 is pushing, but P3 is going to get focused. He misses as well. Massive should be able to go through P3. I don't want to call it too early, but it looks like No Lives have got a strong advantage in hit points once again. They're also playing much better so far. And now the first gun is down, P3. Pekmez 49 is going to have to do something absolutely superb to pull this one back, and I don't think it's possible. The IS-4s are so close, they can just bully him now. He might be able to take down Massive if RNGesus is in his favor, but Wonderkind is completely undamaged. Massive pulling past the guns traversed to deal the kill shot. The 113s struggling to penetrate the IS-4s, even with premium ammunition. Well, it's a tough draw, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm so tired, I'm sorry. I'm going to try and avoid the cheesy cliches, but no promises. Alright, let's just check. Okay. We've just asked Turk. Let's ask him here as well. We're just double checking when the next match is. Oh, thank God. Okay, we've got 20 minutes. In his first message, he had said 21:25, and I was thinking, oh, Jesus Christ. That's a long way away. Okay, so we've got time for a couple of replays. And just to qualify, this is round 1. It's the last 16, well, rather the first 16, if you will. So it's the first 16, first round. Is it round 1 or round 2? Basically, this is a very early phase of the tournament. And now we shall respond to the Tingo's ESA and to show what's his comment? Eros lost to G Nice. Any comment on that to show how serious I am about that comment? I'm going to go to full screen. Oh wow, the green screen is it's not coping with my yellow t-shirt. Alright, we're fine, we're over that. It's probably because they didn't have their all-star lineup in and they weren't try-harding. I'd like to think that Eros could beat G Nice on a regular everyday tournament. That's not to say that G Nice are a bad team. They're a very, very good team as well. But Eros are top of the class at the moment when it comes to esports. Maybe only just behind the likes of Raid and R2. I would say Raid, R2K's top team on a very good day, and Eros are all kind of top tier at the moment. But as we know, since Twister, things have been changing. So we're not really sure exactly. Until we have like the next big serious batch of tournaments coming up, we're not sure exactly who is really top of the pile. Bit of a lull, bit of a reset season at the moment. People headhunting for new recruits, building strategies, getting depth of roster experience, working together, those kind of things. But yeah, my comment to that is I think Eros were just probably not trying at all, and that's why they lost. And that's we've gone full screen just to show how serious a response this is. And also, not this side, this side. A big shout out to our professional heroes who are sponsoring the channel, as well as the team heroes. Oh dear. There we go. As well as the team heroes. Only one team. It's the SR71 Blackbirds Team Titanium supporting the channel, along with the professional hero clans. Makes a huge difference to what we're able to put out. For example, this stream deck, so we can move easier between different layouts and transitions and things. And we'll be looking to getting effects and things built in, and also the green screen. So thank you guys. Much, much, much appreciated. Well, we've got now about 15 minutes. That's time for some replays. That is indeed time for some replays. Let's see what we've got kicking around here. Oh. And it's we've got a replay here. We've got a few. Oh my goodness me, we've got a few. Well, I've got one from TJF Blue from RGN, and then one from Grumbly. We just saw him play earlier. We'll hit up TJ's first, and then we'll go to Grumbly's, and then we'll watch, and then we'll come back for more of this 2 versus 2 action. Et voila, there we go. Oh, and TJ is playing the 215B. What a wonderful tank. This is on the North American server. TJ calling for his teammates to do something other than lemming rush the city. And he's steering the E5 towards glory. Good team balance, good team compositions here. Oh, I forgot TJ is one of the super unicums that spends the first stage of the game like looking around like they're having some kind of full body spasm. Green team, T95, T30, good tier 9s to have in a 9-10 game. T57 heavy, T110E5, FV215B83, FV215B and an E100. Very equitable lineups. Both teams with good tier 9s, the Red Leopard BTA and the VT Alpha PZ4. Another solid tank at tier 9. But playing aggressive with Hesh. It's a low roll. Lucky red VT loading, switching up to AP. Enemy E3 clearly tunneling, but ooh, pulling back at the last possible second there with the green 257, who went like a lemming to the city, has gone down in flames early on. Less than a minute and a half in and he is dead. Much success for him. TJ though, he can see the VT, he's got Hesh. He can do the damage. He's got the green T30 backing him up. Good connection. They've taken down the VT. E3 is it's a Hesh roll. A lot of people don't know this, but if you play HE and Hesh into the top hatch of the E3, you will do reliable damage, and it's a max roll in through the side of the E3. TJ playing his heart out to try and keep that E3 pinned from not being able to get the gun in. Thank the tiny Jesus. His teammates save him. He doesn't have to do the legwork versus the E3. Well, the Greens, they've also lost the 183 now. TJ is having another spasm behind the behind the controls. It's all for a good cause. Traps the 72k. Oh, crests the hill. Switching to Hesh, looking to go into the soft, juicy side armor of the PTA. He does. Going to chase the PTA around cover, hoping the enemies focus his ally first. Another good Hesh roll, 531. The FV215B surprisingly nimble there, keeping up with the PTA through soft cover. There is an enemy. Oh, there's an enemy 183. I don't know, like I would say it's all over here. Tracked and on fire. Enemy 183 Hesh for 188 damage. The E5 shots go sailing past his turret. TJ balancing on a knife edge. High penetration values in through the side of the 7201K. E100 finishing off the low HP. Leopard PTA. Good lord. TJ is just racking up the damage, looking to shut down the E5. Doesn't quite manage it. Still got a lot of hit points in the tank to play with. Focusing on getting the damage done. Not quite out of danger from the E5 there. Maybe switching up to Hesh, looking to finish off the E5 with Hesh. Manages it. He's slightly more than a one-shot. Now he is going to have to use all of his cunning, guile and DPM to deal with the 72k, because he is in one-shot territory. Does he get a bounce? He doesn't get a bounce. But Hugane in the E100 avenges TJ, and TJ sailing just shy of a 7k game. Absolutely marvelous. We can see there, Salmon 301, the VK7201K did his best. And 3.5k damage. Pretty solid performance by him. The green T57, T95 doing their best to throw the match. TJ having none of it. Absolutely none of it. And we'll have to decline the platoon invite. We've got time for... Oh, we can upload another replay. All right, let's check out the replay from Grumbly. Let's see. Fantastic, we're in. And Grumbly, oh, Grumbly, how could you? How could you? I can't. This is one of my least favorite camouflages in the game. It looks like a bag of confetti. A mouse should not look like a bag of confetti. Good news is Nighthawk 0105 in the VK 4501B, 4502B, sorry, has got a low crew. This is the exact encouraging news that we're looking for. Team compositions, and the T95 has got poor ping. Excellent. Grumbly manages to ghost a shell through the lower plate. Damages the tracks to the E100 at least. That's something. That is something. Grumbly climbing. Over a minute in, no one dead yet. That's encouraging. That is encouraging. Blind firing. Enemy 183 dead ahead. Potentially problematic. No damage on the board for Grumbly. Looking to bounce the E100. Good angling there on the turret by Grumbly. Now rotating to engage the Malshin. That should go through. Nice 427. 640 blocked. 792 inflicted. Respotted again. Malshin should be angling up for him. Shouldn't be able to penetrate though at that range. Quick flick of the turret from Grumbly ensures there's a deflection. 183 tunneling the green team off to his left, giving Grumbly the chance to push, although it looks like the 183's head is on a swivel. Max roll by Grumbly, the 183, and not going into the side. Grumbly being very aggressive, looking to pick up the 7-1. Could finish him off, does finish him off. One gut down apiece. Although the greens have lost to 183, the reds have only lost to 7-1. Grumbly, will he play aggressive on the 183? No, he's being careful. Nice hit in there through the hatch on the 183. Moving back to engage the Malshin. The little brother to the tank that he's driving. It's an easy pen in through the front glacis. At least the green VK45 is holding his hands up for a poor performance. And you can't say fairer than that. We all need to grind crew skills or pay for them. Grumbly having a great game. Not so fussed. Enemy E4 looking for the HE roll. No pen, switches back to AP. 4 versus 3 for the green team. Full map awareness of where the red team are. Nice snapshot into the 215B. In the middle, lots of options for target priority. We can hear the other red tank pushing round. That's the E100 that he was taking pot shot at earlier in the game. I would have gone for the drive wheel, but it's dropped adrenaline. Pushing up to face hug the E100. Takes a big hit there from the E4. Another max roll. 2 max rolls in one game so far. Going in for a bit of ram damage on the E100. No. Just looking to get a good angle in on him. IS-7 bounces. Grumbly bounces. E100 holding on. E4 connects for the second time. And now the E100 fluffs the shot, getting bullied by the IS-7. Grumbly just slow off the mark to connect. The IS-7 finishing off the E100. Grumbly pushing up, looking for the E4. The E4 takes down the E50. Grumbly, no idea how he made that one. What a cracking shot that was outside of sniper mode. Cheeky pop shot from the 215B. Grumbly isn't able to return it. E4, and it looks like the T95 is just sitting in the back, having you know, some marshmallows roasting over an open fire. E4 finishes off the IS-7. Grumbly needs to take him down. He does. He's got a deep hit pool advantage on the 215B. Green. The green E50 is not happy with the green IS-7. Grumbly doing his best to angle. It pays off. T95 is finally leaving the spawn area. Better late than never. And he's saying, hold position so I can come in for the kill. Grumbly's like, no, no, no. Didn't need you before. Don't need you now. Raising the gun in salute. Nice. Casual mastery. 6.7k game. Another big damage number. AMX50B from Spear. It's a good clan. Not how I remember them. If we're being honest. Let's see. No. Not how I remember them at all. Anyways, we're back for the room. We've got 5 minutes. I don't want to dash before these guys are ready. So we're just going to stay here. And we've got 2 rolling Swarm join FBI teams. I think one of them is rolling Swarm. If you join FBI, we give you 10k gold. And then the other one is rolling. If you join FBI, we give you... I don't know what that is. I'm worried that it could be an offensive word in a language that I don't speak. So I won't say it. Oh yeah, yeah. It's the top of the screen is there. Interesting. Sorry. I feel like I should be able to move across the whole screen, but I can't. I actually have a very small little box in the corner down here. Okay. So it's 2 FBI teams. Worth noting for those of you who haven't actually seen... let's see. I don't know. Well, for those of you who haven't seen it, FBI are the current champions of both the first and the second iteration of the 2 versus 2 Elite League tournament. The format's quite... I mean, it is beautifully simple as formats go. Basically, they open up the registration. There's 16 team slots, so 32 players in total, 2 people per team. Plays out in less than a week. All games are best of 3, apart from the grand final, which is best of 5. And it's just a winner goes through situation with a playoff for 3rd place. Any tier X tank or tier 9 tank, if you're feeling absolutely insane, goes. Interesting twist is that the map is random. The game mode's always supremacy, but the map is random. So whatever tanks you take, you have to be fairly confident that you can work that combination on any of the maps. Any map. Not just the ones which are restricted to tier 10. So it could be mines, could be Himmelsdorf, could be like any map, basically. So obviously if you're spamming, double mouse hoping for Himmelsdorf, you're in for a bit of a shock when you get stuck on like an open field map. And we've seen some teams have lots of success with a double medium format. 2 of HR and Anthony Tonito ran double 140s in the 2nd edition of the tournament. Really solid performance in the semis, and then weren't quite able to execute in the finals against FBI. FBI really dominant performance in that final. We've also seen a lot of double IS4s. That seems to be like the go-to kind of the linchpin meta at the moment. No one's really found an answer to the double IS4 reliably. Some teams, well, last tournament it was Wonderkind and the Reckitt. This tournament, the Wonderkind's actually rocking with Massive from Unicums. And they play around with the 263 format of the 263 and then a heavy backing it up. And that's had quite a bit of traction. The 215B has seen some utility, the E50M. We're not seeing any STBs, no American mediums yet. Very interesting to note that we saw actually, this is Orange, the first match at the beginning of this stream, they ran an AMX50B and a Batchat 25T. So that was, that was a novel tank composition. That was very successful, and they actually beat E50M Object 140 combo. WZ113 has had some success. The first tournament was actually won by an E5 and WZ113 combo that actually pipped the E100 263 team in the finals. So I don't think we've really settled on like a simply the best option you can take team format yet. I think a lot of it comes down to individual player skill. And I mean, there's a slight element of luck in the maps, but both teams are subject to the same randomness. So the IS-4 is very reliable, but obviously there are some maps where other tanks are better, shall we say. So we should be starting any minute now. We've readied up, so we're just waiting now. And actually, this team here, Team B, Mr. Berger, and Mr. Mitro. This is actually the winning. Certainly, Mr. Mitro was on the winning team of the first edition of the 2 vs 2 Elite League tournament, and it is Mr. Music. No, Mr. Muscular. There we go. Sorted. So Mr. Muscular versus Mr. Berger and Mr. Mitro. So I've struggled for so long with some pronunciations. Unless you DM me exactly how to say your name, I'll give it a crack, and then I'm just going to go with whatever's easiest to cast. It's the middle of a working week. It's an informal tournament. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I really am. So we're waiting for Mr. Muscular's teammate. Big shout out to Mr. Turk here for organizing this and then getting me in to do the stream. I actually really enjoy watching this format. You're never quite sure. I mean, at this early stages, you know, I think maybe it's a bit different, because you have some very strong teams and some teams which are maybe not as strong, but as it gets down to the final, I mean, we've had some real nail-biting matches. And the pace is good. I mean, Blitz is fast. I've been playing a lot of What PC recently, which is bloody slow. And it takes you a couple hundred games to kind of get it into your head that you have to camp in order to win. I mean, like, not all the time, but it's a completely different playstyle. But Blitz is faster than What PC by orders of magnitude, and the 2 vs 2 format is similarly faster. I think pay attention in this match, just watch it. When teams kind of spot and engage, they'll try and maintain awareness of each other, because there's only 2 tanks per side, and like knowledge of positioning is vital, like to know if the enemy is separated so you can push into one, or to understand if you're about to get flanked and spanked so you can defend and prepare for that. So teams kind of, once they make contact, they tend to kind of stay within a sort of certain distance of each other. And then as soon as tanks kind of get within like a sort of set proximity, there's no kind of engage and disengage. As soon as kind of the tanks get within 50, 100 meters head on with no kind of immediate means of escape, that's it, it's a brawl. And then it's beautiful, because what we start seeing is like the very raw art of hit point sharing, kind of blocking shots, trying to keep your team's DPM in the game. It's a very refined version of Blitz esports, and I think it's a great training ground actually for even for teams which are taking part in standard 7 vs 7 tournaments. If you've got players who you want to learn the basics a bit better, hit point retention, rotation of hit pools, blocking, covering, sharing HP pools, that kind of thing, target priority. I mean, this is probably one of the best environments to do that in my opinion. It's a very pure and challenging form of those very basic mechanics, with less of an emphasis on the kind of the strategic positioning and flexing that you see as you start to get into the 7 vs 7, the higher levels of the 7 vs 7 meta. So yeah, I think it's brilliant. It looks like, and it's actually Mr. Spitfire in here. Mr. Muscular, Mr. Spitfire versus Mr. Mitro and Mr. Burger. Oh yes, best of 3, first of 2 wins. Goes through. The loser gets knocked out. Looks like we're going to see an interesting format from both teams here. No IS4s on the table, so to speak of, yet. Fantastic stuff. So, everything's ready, everyone's ready. If you're enjoying the video, please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, and you'd like to stay tuned for more content from the channel, because more content we surely do have coming, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We're not so fussed about the bell. I don't really know what that does, and I don't really care. We're all about the likes and subscriptions. But it is Mr. Mitro 215B and Mr. Burger WZ113. Blue team Northspawn teeing off against Mr. Spitfire, Mr. Muscular. Red team Southspawn, Spitfire in a 215B as well, Muscular in a T110E5 Rebel camouflage. Spitfire rocking the Steam camouflage. Spitfire, well, Mitro and Burger going for A, making a bold push straight through into the city. Spitfire and Muscular playing softer. They know that A is on the go, so they must anticipate that Mitro and Burger are both on A. So Muscular and Spitfire are going to cap off C to stop the cap clock running away from them. Good separation between both teams at the moment. Muscular and Spitfire will get C. By that time, though, Spitfire, well, by that time, Mitro and Burger, their caps will be up to 330. So basically, at this point, it's going to be Mitro and Burger can win on caps if they can control the cap points and the engagement. However, as we said before, it's never come down to that in the 2 versus 2 format. Interesting to note, both teams with the FV215B the difference, of course, being that Mr. Muscular is in a T110 E5 Rebel. Mr. Burger is in a WZ113. Red team has the impetus. They're the guys. They're the ones who need to make the move. And I had this question the other day, actually. They were like, how can you control the camera speed in free cam mode? Little pro tip for you guys at home. You can actually control and then any one of the number keys, 1 to 9, to set the camera speed. We're currently on a control +2. Mr. Muscular spotted at Mr. Mitro, capping off A. Mr. Spitfire pushing forwards, looking to control the engagement, get the reset, well, help his teammate get the reset on A with minimum harassment. Great moves there. Mr. Muscular capping off A, not spotted, pushing forwards. Now Mr. Burger and Mr. Mitro are the ones on the back foot, and the cap clock is going to tick over very rapidly in the favor of the red team with 2 caps going in their favor. Burger and Mitro have to do the engagement. Spitfire and Muscular can dictate the terms of engagement. Both teams, these guys, clanmates, fully aware of what each other can do. Mr. Burger, WZ113, getting the position front heavy forwards. The high armor profile of the 113. Well, a preferential armor profile of the 113. Spotted, good connection into Mr. Spitfire. Spitfire bounces, Muscular connects. Mitro bounces Muscular. And now who is the call going to be? It's Burger, and there's a poor focus fire going on here. Both teams, it seems, and now Spitfire is blocking Mitro from Muscular. Muscular is getting stuck into Burgers. Burger's getting stuck into Muscular. Ooh, Burger's going down potentially. It looks like Burger is going to get finished off by Muscular. And if Spitfire can block Mitro... Oh, it's a high roll. 660. 500 max roll. Muscular needs to finish off Mitro. Sorry, Mitro needs to finish off Muscular. Oh, great positioning there by Spitfires, and it is a cap victory of all things, would you believe it, but the hit points were firmly in the favor of the red team there. The blue team didn't have cap control over A, lost the cap. They really, I mean, I don't know if they were aware of their positioning, that they didn't have oversight over the whole cap. But Mr. Muscular was able to cap, spotted up Mr. Mitro. Mr. Mitro took damage, and they weren't even able to reset the cap. A critical error, a critical misplay there by Mitro and Burger. Spitfire and Muscular, great performance, and Spitfire in the 215B. What an exceptional block there to cut off Mr. Mitro from supporting Mr. Burger. And see, Spitfire was blocking Mitro but engaging Burger along, and basically Muscular and Spitfire burnt down the WZ113 together. Beautiful positioning, absolutely exceptional. We need a beverage. Oh, interesting. And now Mr. Burger and Mr. Mitro, E50M, T110E5. It's a good map for that tank combo. Spitfire and Muscular back in the 215B E5 Rebel format. We're now Control 9, free cam speed. Muscular and Spitfire. Made their way to C. Burger's got a first. Mitro's playing the midline. Notice the difference in formations here. Mitro and Burger playing a little bit looser. It's weaker in terms of if they get pushed, it's much less durable. And it looks like the double cap from Spitfire and Muscular came in fractionally faster than the single cap being run by Mr. Burger. Now the loose formation is better at spotting. Can offer flexes and crossfires if the positioning is okay. However, by sticking together, the strength in numbers, and by being able to double tap, maximize DPM and hit point pool positioning, it just means you're a little bit safer. Muscular and Spitfire match point. Probably both teams not sure who's going to win on cap points. I think actually in this instance, because it is so close, it would go through to a draw. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, we're talking fractions of a second difference, and I think the red team got the cap first. We're seeing Mitro and Burger, though, this time returning the favor. They're going to look to get a reset on C. Muscular and Spitfire haven't opted to push for A. They're going to defend C. Muscular's unspotted. Both, well, Mitro in the E5 and Mr. Spitfire in the 215B are spotted. Now Burger and Muscular are going to make contact around this kind of mosque area here in the middle. I'm assuming that's a mosque. No damage inflicted. Mitro pulling away, not looking to get stuck into the teeth of Mr. Spitfire. Burger here playing soft on the middle. Muscular spotting out the middle. Spitfire coming in, getting control over the C area. Nice positioning by both teams, looking to control the lanes, looking to kind of find a way to the enemy team, whilst making sure, well, actually neither team looking to control the escape of the other team. Both teams here kind of anticipating that their opposite numbers are still in the immediate vicinity. However, both teams could technically have flexed out away to the rails and could be coming in from another angle. No such luck though. Mitro coming out sideways. HE roll for 55. Spitfire doing some solid positioning there. Side scraping. Spitfire, both tanks spotted. Burger and Mitro both spotted. Spitfire playing. Oh. Okay, everyone's spotted. Everyone knows where everyone else is. Burger and Mitro pulling back, not looking to come out sideways versus Spitfire and Muscular. The angles in the favor there of the red team. Red's now looking to get a new line of fire. They can see the E50M splitting, and there's the first, and that's the first real bit of damage into Burger. And he doesn't manage to return the favor. E5 bounces off the front of the turret. We've got 3.5 minutes. That's half of the playtime burned down, but it's 250 cap points to go. That will be the deciding factor, will be the cap points. A cheeky stop on C by the E50M could be a winning play if it comes down to cap pressure. And wouldn't that be a novel event? Not really sure though how the E50M could do it. He might be able to make a play down through the ditch and back in round, but that would rely on the Reds not pushing Mr. Muscular, and there's a second bit of damage in from the red team. Let's get elevated. Mitro and Burger both damaged. 150 points to go. Mitros don't come out sideways. Really. I will have no sympathy for anybody who comes out sideways. Spitfire and Muscular with the hit point advantage. They're already a shot up on each tank. They could push in. The risk, of course, is if you push in, you're going to take 2 from both of the enemy team. We've got 100 cap points to play. Something's got to give. The pressure moment is coming. It's in the books. It is foretold. It is scheduled. Mitro, Muscular, the E5s, looking for that angle, looking for the opponent to slip up. Burger, side scraping, potentially with the angles here. Oh, there's a second shot into Mitro. Spitfire, second shot into Burger. We've got 45 points. Mitro, he should have gone for C. He should have gone for C. It's not about kills. It would have been about caps. He could have done it. He had the speed. He had the room. And I don't know. I have no idea. If Burger goes down in the next 2 seconds, he's not going to go down. No kills. Oh! Both hit 1,000. Is it a draw? What happens? I don't know. I don't know what happens. It's a draw! Good lord. Is it a draw or are we going on damage? I'm so confused. Ah! Oh, no, draw. Confirming draw. Oof. We're still 1-0. It's still a draw. We're not going for HP. The adjudicator, Mr. Turk, has spoken. It is 1-0 match point still to Mr. Spitfire and Mr. Muscular. It's good to have answers. Fantastic. Okay. Oh dear. The map rotation. Whoever's shuffling the map deck is doing a fantastic job. We are back on we're back on Port Bay. Yes, I do know the names of the maps. Thank you very much. Mitro E5, Burger IS4, Spitfire 215B, Muscular E5 as well. Beautiful camouflage there on Spitfire, one of the professional ones. Muscular with the named premium camouflage on the T110 E5 Rebel. Mr. Burger IS4, another beautiful camouflage. Mr. Mitro with the Inferno camouflage. It's a little bit loud, it's a little bit racy, but at the 2 versus 2 Elite League tournament isn't the place for that. I don't know what is. And both teams making the move to C here. Mr. Burger going up into an aggressive elevated position, spotting. Separated but connected. Mr. Spitfire in through the lower plate of Mr. Burger. Mr. Burger not angling sufficiently. Mr. Mitro looking to cap C. Mr. Muscular going low. Looking for the reset. Won't get it. Cap control will be in favor of the Burger and the Mitro. Muscular and Spitfire, they'll have a lot of work to do. And they're both coming down and round here. This is an interesting position. Burger is now effectively trapped. Mitro needs to get... Well, he's actually playing an awareness game here. He's actually making sure that Spitfire doesn't come round beneath him, but that is exactly what he's doing. If Spitfire does that, though... Oh, but look at this wonderful play here. Spitfire and Muscular staying together. Mitro needs to do the same. Needs to keep connected to Burger. Burger fluffs the shot. That hill. Ah, Muscular connects into Mitro. Mitro now connects into Muscular. Mitro in trouble. Takes two. Burger coming in. Burger tracks. Oh, Burger getting some ram damage there into Spitfire. Mitro getting pushed on by Spitfire. Burger pushing onto Muscular. Great brawling here. It seems we've got two separate brawls on the go at the same time. Blue team leading by about 200 HP. Oh, it's very, very close. I'm not sure who's going to come out of this one on top because we've got two distinct brawls. E5 and 215B. Technically, the 215B is going to win this brawl versus Mr. Mitro. Oh, Mr. Muscular out of nowhere. Great tactical flex. And that has opened up the floodgates. And now Spitfire is ramming Burger off Muscular. He's pushing him and he's going to look to block Burger. And Spitfire is one shot away. He does it. Very, very, very well played indeed there by the red team. That was exactly what they needed. Absolutely what they needed there. They needed spectacular for one of the players from one of the brawls to stop their own brawl and get stuck into their teammates' brawl, finish that one off early, and then try and double team. And in the end, it was Mr. Muscular came in to help Spitfire versus Mr. Mitro, and that left both Spitfire and Muscular free, admittedly with very low HP, to double team Mr. Burger in the IS-4. Very, very close, but a vital last-minute decision by the red team that sees them clinch the games 2-0. And that was some fantastic stuff. And huge thanks to Mr. Turk from the French Brigade Invasion clan, FBI. This clan, French, English, predominantly French Brigade Invasion. Literally, I'm not making it up. Got a lot of big names in the clan. A lot of high win rates, high average damage. A lot of battles played. One to watch, I think, in the upcoming tournament scene. Very active, even running this 2 versus 2 and performing very well in it. It has to be said as well. So that is some fantastic stuff. Huge thanks to them for running that. What's this room going on? Well, there's this. I don't have the password, so I mean, you know, there's that. No, it's a hard pass from me. I think that suitably answers the question. All right. Well, that was fantastic. That was the opening rounds of the third iteration of the Elite League Tournament 2 versus 2 format. We're now, well, let's see. Have I got any replays to throw at people? Oh, we've got a replay here actually from the second lieutenant. Oh, we've got a few to choose from. Oh, a rating match. Oh, yeah, go on then. Tier 8 ratings. Why not? What a great question. And this is another one of our GG heroes, Second Lieutenant Nord. T-34. The T-34 1776. T-34 Independence, one of the most American of the American tanks, probably the most American of the American tanks if we're going to be honest. And it's a ratings game. 8-7. Tier 8, Tier 7. Let's see, what tanks are people using in ratings? A couple of IS-3s, a Lorraine 40T, a Cruel Twist, T-34, T-34 Independence, and Emil. That's ambitious. T-29, Tiger P, Dracula. Nice and OP, nothing wrong with that. T-34, Borsig, ISU, Tier 8, IS-6. Nice. Well, that's pretty nice, balanced and diverse teams there. Emil's a bit of a handicap unless it's being played by someone very well. Green team with B, with map control. We know that we've got a whole pile of red tanks here in a cluster on C. They're going to get pinched by the Cruel Twist and the Lorraine 40T. Tiger P is going to be an easy hit for the second lieutenant. 412 damage in through the top hatch. Wonderful stuff. Second lieutenant playing smart, biding his time. Knows there's a whole pile of angry red tanks. The whole... Ooh, it's a nice shot. And actually there, Bush offering him some good, solid, soft cover there. Good camouflage values. IS-6 being very ambitious. IS-6 getting punished, but they've taken down the green T-29, but it's a Tier 6. It's not the end of the line. He's looking to max out those damage numbers, but he's actually... Great call. Finish off the IS-6, shut down the enemy DPM. Green IS-3. Oh, and there we go, we've lost a second. The T-34 goes down. This ISU is a one-shot. He just needs to get an angle in through the front plate. Patience. Although now he's in trouble. He uses the repair kit, fixes the driver. Driver's dead, but a medikit will fix him. Nice positioning of the gun there to block the Tiger P. Face-hugging the Tiger P. Tiger P's commander hatch is no trouble. Pinning him. Green IS-3 coming around the corner looking for support. It's 4 on 4 now. Another block. Tiger P struggling to do damage to the T-34 and a face hug. 4 on 2. Emil in trouble. It's a Dracula and a T-34. The Dracula very slippy. Emil goes down. Easy pickings there. On the Cruel Twist is also down. 2 on 2. T-34 and a Dracula versus... Nice blind fire! Nice blind fire indeed. Excellent patience and positioning. Looking for the shot. Only gets the tracks. Turn the music up, because this is a pretty risky situation. I mean, the Drax are one shot. But this IS is in a, well, the T-34 is in a super strong position. Nice in through the top hatch with AP. Worth noting, if you're in the T-34, you need to wriggle that turret. The hatch is at the back. If you move it from side to side, it's a hard pen. And it's tough to side scrape in this American heavy. And see that top hatch, he's not moving it. He's not moving it enough. It's in the bag. He's calling for his IS-3 to hold. Not sure how healthy the IS-3 is. T-34 is looking for the kill. He gets it. Boom. 3,724 damage in the bank. On a ratings match. Just makes every little bit of good performance that bit more impressive. Mastery, Top Gun, high caliber. Radley Walters medal. 5 kills. Shutting them down. Wonderful performance. Really solid numbers on the board there. IS-7, a very, well, his IS-3 teammate, a very new player indeed. And also, well, it looks like, and actually I can see from future replays that our man here makes it into the Gold League. So onwards and upwards for the second lieutenant. And that is, I think that's that. Oh yeah, we'll take the friend request, and we'll open our last free container and get another credit booster. Boom. Well, let's see. I haven't actually played a battle in ages. I'll jump on and do one, and then we'll call it the end of the stream. I've been playing a lot of What PC. The controls are similar-ish. I want to say they're similar-ish. Let's see. Tank's got birthdays. Alright. I mean, I'm not very good in the T57, and I'm rubbish on PC controls. Especially on What PC, but also on Blitz. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh! There's someone from someone from Second Lieutenant's clan. Ooh. Yeah, I'll turn on that free XP booster. Oh dear. Well, that's the hotkey that we're talking about. I'm using the Stream Deck, but I haven't actually remapped. Where I am, is this reality? I don't know. I don't know. Also, I don't want to try and type to you because I might like end up changing something on the stream. So I don't know. Yes, I hope it's reality. Good luck to you. I bet there's a 268 out there somewhere. I bet it. There's always a 268 there. Good for you, French flying saucer. Or flying French saucer. Good for you. Oh, good lord.
Main gun damaged. We've lost accuracy.
Interesting. This is bad. Very bad. Jesus. Oh, you bastard. Well, this is gonna suck.
We've lost the track. We nailed them back. They're knocked out.
We tried. We really tried. We didn't play very well. Oh well, there we go. It's not quite as good as our rolling replays. This is why we get you guys to send in your replays when I'm on PC. Oh, I hang my head in shame. He's a sociable player though. GG's all round. Alright. That's me signing off. Thank you for tuning in. As always, a pleasure for me to bring you the 2 versus 2 games. I've been trying to do some streams on NA, although we're having some difficulty getting me registered for the quick tournaments because the team registration starts very late by Central European and Minsk time, so the Wargaming staff aren't there able to assign me to a certain team to follow, which is a bit of a pain. But we're working on it, hopefully we will get some more mid-season set-off and gold tournament streams up and running. Working with Wargaming to try and resolve the technical issues that we've had in the past. But yeah, lots of good things coming. Hope you guys have been grinding your free XP. You're looking forward to the new line of Chinese TDs coming our way. Rumor on the street is that the heat penetration on those bad boys is going to be off the charts, and apparently the tier 10 version is going to be like driving a Type 62, the tier 7 light tank, but like, you know, with the heat penetration they can just go through anything at tier 8, but that'll be like that at tier 10, so RIP mouse tanks and the like. But that's just a rumor that I've heard, not substantiated in any way, shape or form. So a huge thank you for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, blah 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 blah. See you soon on the next video. This is Rolling Swarm saying thank you very much to the Patreons, thank you to the organisers of the 2 vs 2 tournament, and thank you for everyone at home watching the videos. Happy to provide you with some good Blitz content. Bye for now, guys.